Hey there! Hey, if you're here, you're on the right channel. Welcome to Ham Radio. We're going to start shortly. You might want to grab a cold one, grab yourself a little bit of a beverage, and just stick around. I'm sure it's not going to be too long now.
Hey, I'm here too, you know. Do everything that guy says. And we'll be on just shortly.
Hey there! Hey, if you're here, you're on the right channel. Welcome to Ham Radio. We're going to start shortly. You might want to grab a cold one, grab yourself a little bit of a beverage, and just stick around. I'm sure it's not going to be too long now.
Hey, I'm here too, you know. Do everything that guy says. And we'll be on just shortly.
Hey there! Hey, if you're here, you're on the right channel. Welcome to Ham Radio. We're going to start shortly. You might want to grab a cold one, grab yourself a little bit of a beverage, and just stick around. I'm sure it's not going to be too long now.
Hey, I'm here too, you know. Do everything that guy says. And we'll be on just shortly.
Hey there! Hey, if you're here, you're on the right channel. Welcome to Ham Radio. We're going to start shortly. You might want to grab a cold one, grab yourself a little bit of a beverage, and just stick around. I'm sure it's not going to be too long now.
Hey, I'm here too, you know. Do everything that guy says. And we'll be on just shortly.
Yeah. Did you take that off?
I did. But then I can. Oh yeah, I can hear me myself now.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to Ham Radio. If you guys were, I guess, fucking alive for the past 4 minutes, this entire rant, yeah, they couldn't hear it, Daniel. Okay, so the point was, of which none of you guys heard, that previously, before we started, I'm like, hey, Daniel, you shouldn't have that feature on where you could monitor the audio because more likely than not, it's probably going to have some sort of issue. That's something of what I told you. And you're like, no, I like it. I like it, man. I like it.
It worked last week.
And but it didn't work now, did it?
It would have been great if it would just stayed like the entire show.
Yeah, that would have been great. And then the worst part is that you see comments of people and you're like, I don't trust them. I don't trust that when 1,000 comments say the same thing, Daniel. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Ham Radio. I really do sincerely apologize for the production value. I was just talking about how my my fucking morning was interrupted, and luckily that I had a good joke in there. Me taking out innocent people. I had a good joke.
Well, it came out first. You're gonna take something out, but then you're gonna take them out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out my anger on innocent people. Yeah. That's what the joke was. And instead, nobody heard that because, of course, you're like, no, I like hearing myself. Now, the voice that I'm giving you now from now on is Coach Steve from Big Mouth.
That's
by the way.
Horrible.
No, it's accurate.
Horrible.
We're here in UME Studios, Florida. That's what I mentioned earlier. We're here, of course, with my partner in crime, the guy that apparently can't figure out how to fucking, I don't know, correctly put a setting so you could actually hear us, which is the point of this fucking show.
You said output mute.
No, I said, how about you just take it off?
Whatever, bro.
Show yourself now. We're here in UME Studios, Florida. All right. Second time we had to do this intro. I have to imagine, by the way, for the audio version of this podcast, now I have to edit it. That's the worst part. Now I have to edit.
Could you put something that says, please pardon the silence?
Yeah.
Or dedicate silence to our fallen troops?
I got real quickly here. We can see all these comments were saying we could hear you smoke another bowl, Daniel. We actually have your weed oil here, and I was saying like, oh man, is this what you do? You just take like 3 drops, and then you said no, if you take 3 drops, we're not going to talk to each other.
Yeah.
So this is that potent.
At least verbally, we'll talk to each other like dimensional talking.
What's funny is that I remember you gave this to Caesar.
Yeah.
Right, and you said put no more than a grain of rice.
Yeah.
That scares me.
Max.
That scares me because this is almost designed to push more than a grain of rice. So that's a terrifying prospect there. Again, apologize for any sort of trauma that you might have experienced from not being able to hear us for the first. It was
30 minutes.
It was like 3 minutes of silence.
It was a solid. But we had a solid conversation.
So today we have an action-packed episode as usual. We have a couple of topics that we're going to go into. Specifically, I think I found the epitome. I've been complaining about this issue for the past, I think, a lifetime. And I found the epitome. I found the one video, which is the ground zero, the 9/11 of YouTube comments related to Magic that are fucking terrible.
Can't say 9/11 jokes anymore, bro.
We're gonna talk about that too, and also how fucking retarded you are.
It's not me, bro.
It's not you.
It's not me. It's the world.
Okay, we're gonna get to that topic when we get to it specifically. But so Ben Earl video. That's the one that I'm talking about in terms of that. Not yet. We have some memes that I want to look at because I haven't looked at Magic memes in a while. Cancel culture, which is the topic that you wanted to talk about, but specifically Rick and Morty being canceled, which
it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, but the way you approached me, Daniel, you're like, dude, have you heard about all these people that are offended of Rick and Morty? You mean
have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every episode.
You never said to me. You never.
Because I wanted to wait till we're fucking talking here in order for me to call you I don't know, inbred.
Yo, is it me or did they just get so beautiful, bro?
Yeah, that's what happens when it rains. Like there were flash flood warnings yesterday, and then today it's like, hey, guess what? Today we're gonna have a good day. So I'm actually kind of upset.
We should go scootering on the scooters.
Jogging. We should go jogging.
What?
Yeah.
That's for poor people, bro.
Poor people don't jog.
Yeah.
Poor people don't jog. Poor people don't do cardio. I want to do a study. How do poor people?
No, they don't.
Poor people don't do cardio. Why would they do cardio? If anything, they have the. It's gonna be racist. The construction worker body. where it's like you got super fit arms, but you got that gut from all the beer.
But what about the? I mean, I'm not trying to get specific here. The group of people who don't work out but look like they're ripped.
The blacks.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's a group of people.
Okay.
Yes, the blacks.
We had this conversation yesterday where you were talking about that. If you look at the door, you could realize the increase in production value. A black and white copy of the logo. Let's talk about this for a second here.
Boom.
No. Okay, so let's talk about this.
They're excited. They love it.
Okay, so I wanted to point this out live on the show. I didn't tell you anything here, but this right here, this, okay, I'm on a delay, so that, right there. Okay, so you put that upside down on purpose.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so let me ask you, when you put that upside down, you thought that was funny?
Well, that's what we call in the industry an Easter egg.
Okay, how's that an Easter egg?
Because we're like, whoa, look at the coolest. Oh, wait a minute. There's one that's upside down. Easter egg found.
Okay. I feel like I know your mentality when you put this upside down. You're like, you put all these three up first, and these are all straight. And then you put this here, and then you put that one. Yeah. And then you're like, it'd be funny if I put this one upside down.
Yep.
And then you put it upside down.
That's hilarious, bro.
And in your head, you did this.
I'm very proud of that Easter egg. I'm glad someone found it.
And then you threw this one away. And then, you said, it'd be funny if I grab that and put it back up, even though it looks like trash.
God, this chair so fucking sweet.
What I want to know, what I want you to realize is that this is the.
That's fantastic, bro. You can't fucking hate on my idea.
This is the epitome of your level of humor. Like, this is your type of humor.
Bro, that's an Easter egg. It's in video games. It's in shows. It's in movies.
I wanted to wait to the show to bitch at you about you thinking that is funny. I'm just going to hold it upside down. And then everyone's going to have like a little bit of like, they're going to see that and be like.
They're going to chuckle.
Wow, dude. There's 3 that are right side up, and then there's 1 that's upside down. By the way, in black and white, which I didn't even realize.
Well, because I don't want to use the color ink is expensive. You said it yourself. Okay. Color ink is it's just as expensive as a brand new printer.
That's segregation. Actually, no. Black ink is just as expensive. I had my previous former employer who was transferred for being an alcoholic. She, oh my God, I still remember she said this. She asked if we could print in white ink.
Yeah.
No. She thought that you can't print in white ink.
On a black sheet of paper?
No, what you'll do is that it will print black, and then it will have an absence of black in certain areas to make it look like it's that. So she's like, why can't we just print it in white? And everyone's like, you're a retard.
Yeah. You're a retard.
So
it's the booze.
What I wanted to do, for sure. She would show up. I'm like, what do you smell like? A fucking bar on a a Tuesday. You smell like a bar on a Tuesday. She was gross. But yeah, I remember her saying that and specifically wanting like, can we print in white ink? And everyone's like, did you fucking really ask that? Like, not you.
Give that lady a raise and make her the principal.
She got paid $80,000 a year to show up to work drunk and to essentially, I don't even know what else she did. She just did her nails. I remember walking into her room once and she had breast milk that she had just there.
Pumped?
Like freshly pumped breast milk.
That's cool.
Yeah,
have
just
you
there.
Tried breast milk?
No.
Okay. What?
Have you tried breast milk?
I'm asking you, bro.
Okay. All right.
You're the experimental one here, bro.
Well, I mean, I want to try fucking breast milk. There's a video of a bunch of girls trying breast milk. And then it's funny because I hate seeing this. I hate saying that a TikTok is funny. But this girl's like, yo, try this. That's my breast milk. Right? And then another girl's like expecting it to be gross. And she goes, like she enjoyed it. And then she tried for the other friend who's also like, no, this thing's going to be gross. And she liked it.
Was it her breast milk?
It was the friend's breast milk that was in the car.
Was it actual human breast milk?
It seemed like it. I mean, I can't trust it based on a I was gonna say Vine. That's how you know you're old. If you say that Vine, those Vine kids. Actually, no, those Facebook, MySpace kids. I heard somebody call MTV music television the other day, like an old guy saying like MTV, saying music TV or music television.
No one's called it music television network in like 30 years.
Yeah, exactly. That lets you know the age of this. Did she touch you in your special spot? Sure. I'm sure that if I probably alluded to it, she probably would have. This
on
gross, disgusting bitch. She probably would have, or maybe she was too busy looking at the other students. Is that like a? I could get sued for that if
She touched you.
her,
Or you touched her.
no, if her name gets out and I'm alleging that she was checking out attractive high school boys, right? That's like defamation.
Unless it's a lie.
But how can I can't like it's?
But can she prove that she was not?
I mean, yeah, you're very. I could tell you're Jewy. I could tell you have a little bit of Jew in you, based on that. But yeah, she was a gross woman. So the first thing that I want to talk about here, I don't know if you want to talk about the Rick and Morty bullshit first, if I could rant at you.
I don't care.
Or if we talk about the Ben Earl comments first.
Let's do some magic stuff.
Okay, so Ben Earl is a very good, very technically skilled magician. And because of this, his skills are, I would say, I don't want to say the word in vogue because that's kind of gay. But I do want to say that anytime that there's any sort of like... if there's like a news report, right, it would make sense that somebody like him would be on a news report because you burped right into the microphone. I just noticed that I meant
to do it like that.
Yeah.
But I'm also at an angle, so that's why I was like...
Yeah, okay. Miami High. So Ben Earl did a little bit of a video for... can you scroll down for a second?
I mean, it's not playing... I mean,
no, not yet. I just want to see what news publication it was. So the news was London Live, which is a YouTube channel with 13,000, right? I imagine that is probably something on TV.
Are we looking at channels below us?
Well, not us.
I mean, I'm part of Big Cake, so it's us.
Okay. All right. I forgot that you were... I don't know. Whenever I die, for some reason, you managed to take over the channel. But here we have a video. You could play this. You could show the video in the background. It's not going to play with the audio, right?
I don't know. Do you want me to?
No. But this video is Ben Earl doing some tricks. He's very attractive. He's a very attractive man.
Ooh.
Right? Am I wrong in saying that he
just has nice hair.
Yeah, but he also has
where did that deck of cards come from? That was magic.
The table, you fucking pot. Okay, so he's an attractive guy. He's got like good facial structure. He's got like good bone definition. On this
shit is fucking horrendous.
What do you mean? How are they horrendous?
It seemed like it tried to like fucking blur for a minute.
Oh, okay. But so he does a simple little card trick, right? He does a simple little card trick. He does, some basic stuff. He's really good when it comes to his technical side. He's a very skilled technical magician.
So what's he saying right now?
He's probably having them imagine some bullshit about like, oh, could you imagine if I pull your card out of the deck or whatever, or some bullshit, right? Like, could you imagine the two of diamonds to be your card, and then the two of diamonds apparently turns into that card, right? Yeah. Okay.
He did the move.
Okay, thank you for that, because that's exactly what we're going to be talking about now. So he does a little bit where...
First of all, where do you get the glue to put the shit on your head?
I think he licked it, actually no, he has a massive forehead, so he just stuck it on there.
Pre-corona?
Yeah, this was in 2014.
Okay, yeah, that's why. Yeah, no one's gonna lick this shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm taken aghast by his attractiveness. He's a very attractive bone structure.
Nice hair. I don't think he's hot.
Well, okay,
like I'd love to have that head of hair.
Well, it's very thick, that's for sure. It's very voluminous.
Yeah.
But he has good bone structure. Like, that's not attractive to you? Good bone structure? Like,
what's his accent? Like
British. I think it's British.
I mean, I guess because he's British, it makes him an automatic 6.
I might be wrong. He might not have a... Well, I mean, it's London Life, but I don't think he... I'm trying to remember what accent he had.
Can you imagine like a Cuban magician? Oye, serie, la carta que tengo aquí en la cabeza, tú sabes.
That's gross.
Tú sabes, compadre. Mira, la estoy mirando, está en mi mano.
I mean, I think that it's kind of because look how long it took for him to reveal the card change, right?
But I saw the move.
Okay, so...
What's the name of that move?
Top change. But here's the thing, Daniel. Of course,
TC.
it's a
nice TC, bro.
Okay, press escape there. It's a bad move to show on camera, but don't take it off. Don't take it off. Scroll down. Because the point of this is not the actual...
pops up.
I know. That's funny. The point of this...
Is that live? Is that us right now?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The point of this... the point of this aside, Daniel, is not the video, all right? But it's the comments. You could stop there. So...
I kind of want to know that too.
Well, if you could just stick a card to your forehead. Just take a card and stick it to your fucking forehead. Right? You could either lick it. If it's a plastic coated card.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah. All right.
Wow. And the snap. Boy, that's fucking amazing. You're a magician.
That was me. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. So I'm going to agree with Daniel on this. Yeah, he spent 3 minutes talking about how hot Ben Earl was. That was kind of weird. I don't know if I should... Being gay is all right.
Me or you?
Me.
Oh.
Me, yeah. I was talking about somebody talking about
you
me.
Or I?
Okay, Miami High. I'm pretty sure you're the type of person that uses double negatives. Like he don't not know me or some shit. Like you use that like double negatives, like the hood ones. Do you ever say ax?
You know, not good to me.
Do you ever say ax when it comes to like, hey, I asked him a question?
Yeah.
You say ax?
Yeah. But that's not because I'm saying it wrong. It's because I have an accent.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you to please tone it down a little bit.
I'm gonna ask you to. Okay, that's funny. Sticky head cake. It's you have a big forehead. If you have a big forehead, then you're able to stick things on your forehead. That's how I managed to. I was gonna make some gross dick sucking joke, but as far as Danny only has the hots for Magic Jack. So I've been complaining.
Tag us.
I've been complaining about comments and magicians being assholes when it comes to their comments and being I for lack of a better term, retards and trying to use comments to say, hey guys, I'm a magician too. Pay attention to me. I exist. That's what essentially these comments are. So there are certain comments that fly, right? Like, wow, that's impressive. So for example, that one right there, that's impressive. That's a good comment. I would say that's a good one to say.
Like the second one, great presentation.
Great presentation. The other one is, I want to know how the card stuck to his forehead. That's a humorous comment.
That's also a valid question.
Humorous.
I think he was actually like me. How'd you fucking stick that?
It
shit
makes sense, right? I'm most baffled by the shuffle. Never seen overhand shuffles that clean. That's pretty bad.
You think that one's bad?
I think that one's it. The only reason that one isn't bad is because of the other comments that are worse than that. Don't go yet. Don't go yet.
And I'm sticking to that
one. But okay. So this is like borderline. This is like Jada Cole's. This is like that it's
so the comments like a Jada Cole.
Okay, so the comment is that bar that you go into and you see a gross fat bitch and you're like, man, she's hot. Only because she's surrounded by
uglier people.
So this comment usually would be enough to, if this comment was isolated by itself, I'd probably get a twitch. I'd probably be like a little bit of an angry twitch.
Okay,
that makes sense. Here, by its in the context of the rest of the comments, it's not horrendous. But this guy, most baffled by the shuffle. Yeah, that false shuffle so clean. This guy's again insinuating a little bit like, I know a little bit more.
That I think that to me is a little more douchier than the comment above.
Yeah, and then what I love too is this guy. Yeah, it's a very basic lift shuffle. That's not a thing.
Because okay. So if I may, I think the never seen overhand shuffle so that clean. I think that's a compliment at the skill. The guy saying that false shuffle, I think that's taking it to another level. Okay,
but here's the thing. Why would you say overhand shuffles that clean? That implies that you know more than the average person, enough to call that the shuffle that it is.
Like, so, I agree, but I'm trying to think if I knew what overhand shuffle was before I became a master magician.
Okay. This isn't the worst one though. Okay. That's the thing. This is one that's relatively tame compared to the rest of them. So if you scroll down,
we going?
Yeah, impressive. See, that overhand shuffle is far too clean. I need to know how he is even controlling the card while shuffling like that. Again, you're implying like, hey man, I know a lot. This guy knows what's up, by the way. James Reddick says, I'm cringing with these comments. That guy's a woke individual. That guy's a woke individual because he knows what's going on. Fat Pasta says, whoa, such a simple slight, great trick. Here's the epitome, Daniel. We've reached the climax of virgin comments. This is, if I could frame this comment as being the definition of what you shouldn't do in terms of leaving comments on other people's videos, it's this comment by Austin Lang. All right, which was only 4 months ago. This video was published in 2014.
Yeah.
So this guy, that's 4 months ago.
6 years ago, wow.
Yeah, this guy 4 months ago left a comment on this video. All right. And he said, it's amazing what a real professional can do with a pass, top stock control with an overhand shuffle and a top change. What he's doing, Daniel, is, hey guys, look at me. I'm here too. Hey, you saw that guy, that hot guy in the video? All he did was a simple pass, top stock control with an overhand shuffle and a top change. Anybody can do that. More specifically, I can do that. I fucking hate. This is the worst. This is the 9/11 of YouTube magic comments. This is it. This is it. It doesn't get worse than this, because this comment envelops everything that's wrong with a magician leaving a comment. Because this says, not only do I know what it is, I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you what's going on because of my fucking fourth dimensional thinking skills. Because I think on a different plane than you do. Well, guess what? I know the secret and I'm going to tell you. So it's not about like saying to others like, dude, he's not giving him a compliment. He's not saying good job on your past top stock control. He's saying I know what's going on because I'm a magician.
What an amazing, what a real professional. Like,
yeah, right.
I think he's starting off like a compliment, but then he just did what?
Attention to me, and he liked his own comment. I know he liked his own comment because there's only one.
Can we see?
No, you can't. But there's only one, right? There's only one, and there isn't any other upvotes. It's just him. I'm willing to bet that he fucking did that. I like this other one that said he looks a bit like Charlie Day. Don't scroll because I wanna go up here and I just want to lambast this fucking dude for leaving a comment like this. If you're a magician, all right, you already know that you know how it's done, right? It's a top change. He's doing it for the camera. Actually, he's doing it for the lady. He's not even doing it for the camera. The camera just happens to be filming. But he's doing it for the lady. We already know a top change is one of those moves that's really hard to cover on a camera, right? Because you're essentially, hey man, so okay, I couldn't even do that. But you have an establishing action, right? You're doing this shit, and then you have a sort of like gesture. It's a really hard move to cover on camera. It really is. Even if you fucking do it to the side and it doesn't look like anything, it looks like you're doing something. It's a move meant for people. It's a move meant for like, hey, Daniel, let me show you a trick. That's what it's meant for. Not let me record it on camera.
It looked really good on the playback.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the first one, obviously not. But the thing is that when it comes to that, he's doing something for the lady. So it's obvious, right? It's obvious. If you're a magician, you know what to look out for. You know that he's doing a top change. So why do you got to let everybody else know that you know something so basic, something so inherent, something that if you've been in magic for 3 minutes, you already know what's going on? Your virginity is unparalleled. Okay, that's my rant.
Oh, too late. I got that zoom in too late.
Let's start again. Stop it. Let me read the comments here. I'm waiting for the 5-paragraph comments. There's not going to be 5-paragraph comments. It's simple. It's always going to be like a nice sentence, but it's a comment that's designed to say, hey, remember me. You know what it is? It's like RIP comments. Rest in peace. What the fuck? What does that even mean? He's not around anymore. Who are you offering condolences to? Right? Every time I remember there was a former student of mine that I remember he tweeted something that's like, yo, the greatest actor of our generation died or some shit. R.I.P. I'm like, he's not going to see that shit. The family's not going to see that shit. Nobody's going to see that shit but the people in your circle. So what are they going to do? They're going to be like, oh, this guy posted this fucking shit. R.I.P. are useless. They're pointless.
Damn.
Right? Am I wrong?
I mean, I get it. Like, I get your point. I think your point is valid, but it's also, I think people want to feel like they're giving. Well, I get in this social media world, right? I guess in the world of the social media, if you don't post it out there, you never thought about it.
That's the dumbest shit.
You know what I mean?
Like if you didn't post it, you didn't go.
Exactly. Pics didn't happen.
That's fucking retarded. Let me see this. Thoughts and prayers. That's my other one. Thoughts and prayers for the family of this individual. It's like, well, okay, let me pay FPL with thoughts and prayers. Let me just, oh man, it turns out I called them the other day and turns out they don't accept thoughts and prayers anymore. I thought they really did.
This guy a little box of thoughts and prayers on our behalf, please.
That's great. I should do that for like somebody's.
Someone just send me a box of papers that say thoughts and prayers.
Not even, just a box and says box of thoughts and prayers. I'm going to pass over it.
Pretty fucking funny.
Anybody notice that since Sleight of Tongue appeared on this show, he's no longer posting? It's like the final nail in the coffin. Yeah, I've realized that. Sleight of Tongue. Who's Sleight of Tongue?
Shut up. I know he is.
Who's Sleight of Tongue? I should fucking jump this table right now. Take off my shirt and slap the shit out of you. Listen, bro. If that's true. He hasn't posted. I haven't seen that he's posted in.
He's been playing Final Fantasy.
How do you know?
Because we chat.
Okay, so he's alive.
No, last time we chatted, he's alive, yeah.
Okay. Man, that's a fucking...
He's been trying to get me to go down that rabbit hole too, though.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy.
That's a virgin rabbit hole.
I just started Witcher. I don't think I'm going to go down another virgin yet.
That's pretty rough. I might get Witcher just because you seem to have a good time, but I no, that's too much.
Let me tell you, dude.
My V can only extend.
Let me tell you, bro.
It's a W, mind you. My V... Your Miami high education is
What does
permitted.
your V mean? Oh, virginity.
There you go. See,
no, it could be a double V.
Okay.
A double virgin.
Okay. Yeah, it could be. Is this I went to the when you dropped me off at the house.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, fucking.
You know why that's suspicious? Because that's like a 1980 minivan.
Astrovan.
Who the fuck drives a minivan, bro?
Well, okay. My mom had an Astrovan. back in the day.
So did we.
And she used to call it a truck, which
What
upset
color?
me.
Which
White.
Ours was, we had a green one and a beige one and a purple one.
Purple.
Yeah, that was my, or that might have been the Dodge Caravan. I think we had a Dodge that was purple, yeah.
Did you also have
Maroon.
the
Maroon.
what's the thing on the bottom, the carbon fiber bottom? Like, did you lower it? Was it?
You want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
That Dodge Caravan, Arby's gonna appreciate this one. That Dodge Caravan had a 1.8 liter engine, and it was 180 horsepower. That fucking little minivan. And I used to take that one. We used to take the seats before you could take them out. We take the seats, and it was the double doors.
Okay.
We would take the double doors, open the doors, and then we would fucking videotape drag races on that shit. So we would, like, my car would be the one that will lead it, and then we just fuck with the camera.
You've told me some stuff before that I'm like, I don't know how you don't actually have a. Well, if you do have a record, you haven't told me about it. That's for sure.
Well,
but
it's called having a good lawyer, bro. It's like I told you, dude. If you're gonna do stupid shit, have a good lawyer.
yeah, but what I like is that you're like, yeah, man, we just drag race because the other yesterday we saw some guy trying to peel out on the street, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like you used to do way worse. Like
Yeah,
I feel
bro.
like you
Do you
would
see the car I
definitely.
have now?
Yeah,
It's a conservative fucking calm car, bro.
but you still drive it like it's.
It's a 1.8. It's stock as shit.
There are some times when I feel like you're trying to Paul Walker your way through the street. Today on the way to the grocery store, there was a couple.
We needed some haste. We needed to make.
There were a couple there. I like the threading needle. You thread the needle sometimes between a couple cars, and it's like, I wouldn't do that on a motorcycle, and you're doing that in a Jetta, a fucking Jetta. So, press F for respect. Pick Cake telling Ben Earl that he chose the wrong move for TV is the height of magic cringe. No, the height of magic cringe. All right, is a comment saying it's amazing what a real professional can do with a pass, top stock control, and an overhand shuffle on a top change. All right, I'm only saying that what he did. You know what he did, right? You saw it, and you've been in Magic for 13 minutes, so that's a
14,
compliment.
14. That's a compliment.
That's a compliment.
How is that a compliment?
Because
bro?
the less you are in Magic, the better you off as an individual. So, if I meet Austin Lang in person in a self-defense situation, you know what's about to happen. Yeah, you already know what's about to.
Tag us on everything.
Yeah, as you show.
Magic Jack related.
$10. Danny had a car with NOS.
Never.
What's NOS?
NOS.
What's NOS?
Nitrous oxide. I've never had nitrous oxide in a car. Never.
I would not be here right now if you had a car with nitrous oxide.
Okay, but there's a reason for it. I can't afford the internals. Once you fucking blow up a car with, I've blown. Okay, hold on. I've never owned a car with nitrous, but I've blown a car with nitrous. Like I've blown up the motor with nitrous.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You told me. Yeah, I think you've told me something like that before. Yeah. That's the most ghetto Latin trash shit.
It was an Audi.
Yeah.
It was an Audi B7. I'll never forget it. B7 A4.
That's the most trash shit I've ever heard. Like, if you have a car with nitrous, I immediately assume like you're one of these Mexican shop dudes. That's like, hey, bring in the car, Holmes. Bring in the car. We gotta shop this up. I got a race next week.
I've just never had the money to be like, hey, I'm gonna drop $10,000 to build my motor to withstand fucking nitrous.
Okay, so it's literally just because of that. It's a financial thing. It's not if you could have, you would have.
Yeah, I'd rather spend the $10,000 and overall do my car than spend $10,000 to do just the fucking motor.
You car guys are fucking. You're a very tight knit group of people. And here's what I've realized, by the way. Because of my niche.
Good point, RB.
What was his point?
Why would anyone put nitrous on a B784?
That's such a my god, car virgins. This brings my point. All right, I've been into cigars recently.
Yeah,
you know that I've gone
sticks.
Sticks. Okay, I fucking hate you. I've been dick deep in cigars. Right. So I've been looking at cigar forums.
Yeah.
I've been looking at cigar videos.
You been going to forums?
I'm looking. I'm not posting. Cigars on Reddit. Right. I don't post on forums, but I'm just reading like different. What do you recommend for this? What are some good sticks? But so in the world of cigars, I've noticed. I look at these posts, and it's the same thing for everything. Again, I'm so niche when it comes to magic that I'm like, man, all this virginity and magic. This is the worst. Then I jump out to something else, and I'm like, wow, this exists for everything.
Everything. What's that thing you're watching the other day? You're watching some music video, right? Or some vocal video or something like that. You told me about this. You're watching some music related video and someone like commented on, oh, nice type of fucking vocal.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Some guy commented like, good timbre on that, good pitch. I like the pitch shift on the thing. I'm like, what do you? Oh, because it was a woman doing covers of 80 songs.
Yeah.
And then somebody left a comment saying like, I like
Hold on. You know, my favorite part is like
because
that's. I feel like that's what the person's actually writing.
that's what Austin Lang typed. Austin Lang, right before he typed that, he goes, I saw that top change. It's amazing what you could do. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. And it exists everywhere.
Yeah,
somebody said punch or clippers. Punch, I've been trying to punch, but the punch depends on the wrapper. I try to punch on the fuck you laughing about?
So we just finish.
Okay, I tried to punch on the fire cured ones, the Kentucky fire cured one, and then the wrapper fell apart.
Okay. Wow. I thought we're still talking about some virgin shit where I'm like, punch or clippers on like a magic card.
Okay, no, I was talking about the.
I like the punch. I'm a big fan of the punch.
I like it because you could redirect the smoke.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the punch. Well, for thick cigars. For thin cigars, I think for like the cigarillos or whatever.
Yeah, you can't punch that.
Yeah, you gotta.
But I was gonna say what I like too is that the lady that when I went to the other store, the Cuban Crafters, the big titty lady behind the counter. I wanted a meter and I wanted just a meter.
Yeah.
So I just got a meter and she's like, oh, we'll give you a little pack for free,
nice.
like the little pack. And then she also gave me a cutter for free.
Oh, nice.
So super sweet lady. Then when I went home and tried the cutter, it was a V cutter. And it's the shittiest cutter.
How? Yeah. Okay. So you've had a V cutter already.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I was watching a video on a different type of cutter. That's a very specific cigar though, right?
No, if you have more of a
No. But I'm saying like a V cut.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be like on a very specific type of cigar.
No, as long as it has the right ring, gauge.
People live by that V.
I taste that it's shit because it breaks up. It's trash. So the punch I like just because you could redirect the smoke. But that V cutter, I'm like, this is why she gave it to me. This big titty bitch. I thought she was like, yo, hey man, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a good here. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. I went and tried it. I'm like, this is shit.
The next stick that we smoke, I want to try with that V cutter. Just because I don't think I've never smoked a V.
Well, it gives you more like a
more clouds
draw. No. The draw is just a little bit because you're getting smoke from both little ends, whereas the punch is very specific as to where you could put the smoke on your palate.
Okay.
Fuck, man. See the virginity.
Damn, son.
The virginity.
Damn, son. You went down some fucking rabbit hole.
Cigar talk is cringe. You know what's cringe? It's amazing what a real professional can do with a pass, top stock control with an overhand shuffle and a top change. I hate this guy so much. I want to ask him, Austin Lang, what is your prerogative? Like, what are you trying to get from this comment? No, I just wanted to, what he'll say? No, I just want to say, he did a good job with that. No, you didn't. What you wanted to do was, hey, guys. Remember me. I exist too. That's what he wanted to do. I fucking hate him so much. Only one virginity allowed. That's funny. Cigar forms. I see how he smoked that Cuban. Interesting method. Well, for cigars.
That's funny.
For cigars, what's funny is that there's a hierarchy. So in the cigar forums, like, you'll have people post pictures of sticks. And the better the cigar.
How recent are these forum posts?
Like days, like hours. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised people still use forums.
Well, forums, Reddit.
I know,
Reddit.
but I don't consider Reddit a forum.
Reddit,
I know it is a forum, but I'm like thinking about like forums from like 2005.
Well, I'm considering a forum by definition.
Yeah. You're right. Okay, you're right. Go.
But what I like is that I've left comments like that, and that's my exact thinking. Yeah, I know everybody's left comments like this. I'm sure I have. All right, which is why I'm the Jesus Christ. All right, I'm sacrificing myself for you guys to know and learn. But what I like is that the type of cigar indicates how many likes it has. So if you're fucking there and you have a picture and it's a very well edited picture, sunny outside, beautiful day, and you're having a great factory
white balance and shit.
Yeah, but you're smoking a factory smokes.
Oh, you just insulted the fucking people. Wow,
you're gonna get downvoted. But yo, you got that
piece of shit, huh?
Padron. You got a Padron.
You got the $11 cigar.
Yeah, that's the worst part about cigars. It's like the. But
$11, it's a lot of money for a cigar if you think about it.
Yeah, but how much are you going to spend on like... okay, so assuming that cigars are a luxury item, right? It's a luxury item.
Yeah.
The price range goes from 50 cents. You could find some shitty ones for 50 cents, all the way up to 500 to even 1,000. They're really expensive cigars. Yeah.
Does it?
Gurkha. The Gurkha, His Majesty.
What does it come?
It's the fucking the leaves are like in a rare specific section of Nicaragua, Cuba, or Honduras or whatever the fuck they have the leaves. It's from a very private section, and then that is only meant for that particular cigar. So they have some ones that go up to like range that are fucking expensive as a motherfucker. And 1,000 is like I think I'm sure they're
Suck
more
my
expensive, but what I'm saying is that for a really good cigar, like a high end cigar, it's like what $12 compared to
A
what?
high-end cigar? I think a high-end cigar is like anything above $8.
Okay, but then whiskey, for example, how much is a high end whiskey?
So I judge whiskeys by the cork. If it's a,
It's funny.
if it doesn't have a cork, then it
Okay.
has what do you call it? A screw?
Yeah,
A screw top, whatever it is.
yeah. You're like no.
No.
So like a
It's like mac and
Disaronno.
cheese.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. That's a callback to your fucking mac and cheese incident.
Tudum-sh.
Hmm.
But I think
But let me ask- okay.
I think anything above $8 is it's got to be like a fantastic cigar.
I wish you would have kept talking about whiskey. Oh, like anything above $8 is like a good whiskey. I'm like, you are the worst person to ask for this. If you're saying, so what? You like your whiskey that come in plastic bottles? It's a cork, but you could squeeze it. It's
I
nice.
don't even drink whiskey. If you offer me whiskey from a plastic, like vodka, if you offer me vodka from a plastic bottle with a fucking I would fucking slap you, bro.
That's good. You wouldn't take your shirt off. You just slap the person. But let me ask you. So, what's your price for whiskey? Like, what would be your price for like a high end whiskey?
So, man, what whiskey are we talking about?
Yeah,
dude?
just high end. Like anything that you would consider high end. You would expect to pay what? You would expect to pay what?
Over $60. I think.
Over 60.
Like
Okay.
a low high end.
But compare that to the price of a cigar. Granted, it is one cigar.
But it's one cigar versus a bottle of whiskey.
A bottle of whiskey.
Like I think the 18 of that is starts like at 70 something bucks.
Okay, that's still pricey.
But we've hit that bottle like 4 times maybe, I think. We're still going.
Yeah.
Versus that cigar
Yeah,
you're going to get,
Okay, but you could get a really good cigar for not that much, like in the grand scope of things.
Those
factory smokes
that we smoked, how much were those, like $2?
Yeah, $2.
Bro, for $2, that cigar was a banger.
Yeah, but
Was a 2 out of 27 oofs.
But the thing is, the comments and all the things are based on the type of cigar. That's what I'm saying. Like the like ratio is dependent on the price of the cigar.
Well, but because that's
funny as shit
the
to me.
snob like everyone, dude.
Yeah.
It's like with me and Porsches. If you buy a Porsche and you don't get the ceramic brake fucking package on that shit, I look down on you like a fucking poor.
You're driving your VW and you're like,
same car parts.
Did that? I'm looking at that Porsche right now. No ceramic brakes. What is he, poor? Huh. I'll put him in the poor pile. Let me file that with my accountant in a poor pile. Like that's what it sounds like when you're fucking when you're shitting on somebody for having a more than $90,000 car essentially with brakes that he refused to pay $5,000 extra, right?
Like 15 minimum.
15,000
minimum.
Okay, 15,000 minimum on a $90,000 car. You're driving a $19,000 car, right?
First of all, it's a $28,000 car.
28,000
with $4,000 brakes.
Okay,
my dude.
And then how much did the bike racks cost that you never used?
Like $300.
$300.
I'm gonna get that coffin.
Okay. You want to get a coffin on your car with absolutely no reason. It's like, I'll just put my tools in there.
It's euro.
Okay. This is the worst comment I've ever fucking seen in my entire life, Daniel. This is the absolute worst comment I've ever seen in my entire life when it comes to that. I understand that there's a lot of virginity in terms of what I'm saying because there's virginity in me calling out the comment. But the comment itself, it's literally the 9/11 of magic comments and the epitome of what you shouldn't do. Let's go through and see if there's anything.
You need to change that opinion. Because 9/11, I think of 9/11 like a Porsche. So when you see 9/11, like, damn, that's the 9/11 of fucking nice.
Okay.
Oh, it's not the
Yeah,
Porsche. You mean like the devastation of our country. Gotcha.
I see it as a day where 11 people died, tragically lost their life. Keep scrolling through. That was an Arabic joke, by the way. That was an Arabic joke. But scroll up. Let's see. The past was godly. That's see what. Okay, see what I mean? Okay, so we have a couple here. The past was godly.
These two right here are like fucking crazy.
The past was godly. Again, remember me. I can do a pass. I know what a pass is. This one again. Everyone here. Classic pass, shuffle control, top change. Old as the hills, but flawless execution. You're trying to draw attention to yourself. That's what you're doing. What are you swiping? Oh, I thought you were swiping on the Stream Deck. I was like, I don't think that's a touch swipe.
It's not a gesture.
Yeah.
Based Stream Deck.
Okay, keep scrolling. I'm getting acid reflux looking at these.
Classic pass, shuffle control, top change.
Not as virginy. Not as virginy as the other one. I don't think so.
That guy right there is a
I think it's not as virginy as the other one. His handling of a deck of cards is superb. He really passed as if he did nothing. Spread, pass, top change. You are terrible people.
That's a terrible comment.
54. That's when he does the switch from the queen. His shuffling technique was insane. What are you? Is this? Oh, I thought we had the same person in the chat. It's quite possible. This is the fucking... Yeah, okay. Now right here. Look at this. What's this? Who left this comment?
1 year ago.
Who left this comment a year ago? I don't think I like my own comment. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I did. Look at this a day ago. This guy said more like the stupidity of these comments. I think that's what caused me to look back at this particular one. The virginity in these comments. And I still stick by that a year later. All right. I'm a year later. It's a year older. All right. And I still stick by.
Look at you, bro, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Look at that.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud to be friends with you.
Look at myself in the past. I'd blow myself because I'm like, you're so right. You're so right, pig cake. I made a comment saying I saw but still wowed me once you then feature my comment in one of your videos and I stopped making comments. Made me a better person. Thank you, Pigger. Oh, that's funny. Right here. Here's what I'm talking about. This is what let me just flex right here.
Zoom down.
I'm doing the dickhead pose right here, right? You flex every muscle in your body and you go, hey guys, I'm here. That's a dickhead pose. Ramsey's latest video is a string of these comments. They're terrible. Listen, if you're watching this video and you're a magician, you're interested in magic, know that you need to stop. You're not helping anybody by making these comments. You're only drawing attention to yourself, and that attention is not as much as the actual subject of the video. So you're literally just wasting your time. You're wasting your time. You're demoting the economy. That's what you're doing. You're wasting time because look at me. I've looked at this comment, and I could have been progressing the economy during this time. But instead, I'm looking at your comment, and I'm just seething with anger. And here's the worst part. Here's the worst part. You have a comment there, right? Show the video that says, saw the switch at 55, very cleanly done. I even would dare say that those comments are better because usually it's lay people. Yeah. It's not people that are magicians. Unless that guy has a profile picture with cards.
It looks like he looks like he's throwing.
Is he?
I don't know.
Then he's the worst. But if it's like, let's see. Yeah, we're looking at individual profiles. No, it's a guy working out.
Ooh, look at that. That's a beefcake.
So he's not a magician, though.
Maybe
so
not.
I would say that that's fine because it's a lay person trying to figure out the method. Whatever. That's not the point. The point are magicians. Magicians being overly virgin-y about it. And yeah, I know. Ironic. All right? Ironic coming from somebody who's gaining virginity points by bringing attention to this very serious issue. Don't leave YouTube comments. Okay? Don't leave comments at all. All right? Unless you are, I don't know, helping.
Well, so I have a question.
Yeah.
Because what do you think is worse, right? Someone who knows the dark arts going onto the platform.
It's
the dark arts, bro.
Okay.
But someone that goes on YouTube, right, watches this video and then clearly said, oh, this is the top change, it's this, it's that, this is that, versus someone, okay, who respects the art, takes the time to, to understand the history, and then gives a tutorial to teach people on how to better themselves in magic.
You're asking me which one is better?
Like, which one's worse? Like in this, so I think it's worse, right? To me, it's as the lay person, I think it's worse. It makes you a shittier person. Being the person that goes on to, for example, this video, commenting on this video and saying, "Oh, this is what it is, A, B, C, D," versus the person who has a channel dedicated to magic and teaches it in tutorial videos. Because the people that hate people that show magic on tutorials. Okay, so but the equivalent of what you're saying is, I think the Holocaust is bad. That's what you're saying because what you're essentially saying it's obvious. Well, all right, but right? Am I? But you're. Well, no. I might be misunderstanding. No. But But that's okay. That's what I'm saying is which is worse, the person teaching the magic on the YouTubes versus the people that go on the YouTube channel and leave comments like, "Oh, this is what that move was." Okay, but even if teaching was bad, I wouldn't say so because that's what I do. So why would I? Well, because you. Okay. All right, so I think Hitler's a bad guy. There's something about that Osama bin Laden. It doesn't go good with me. So in other words, all of it is bad. No, what I'm saying is obviously this is worse by miles, and it's obvious. Why would some guy teaching something on YouTube be bad? Unless he's saying like, "Hey, I'm exposing this per se, whatever." But if he's showing and having like a tutorial where the goal is to teach somebody, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Let's look through the comments here. I saw one. I wore a Porsche 911 shirt back in 2001, and somebody told me I should take it off because it's offensive. Yeah, because they couldn't afford the Porsche RB. That's rough. Could you imagine, like, your shirt offends me? Or what does Pig Lives Matter mean? What does Pig Lives Matter mean? Pink Lives Matter. I'm going to write about this on my Tumblr blog, okay? I'm going to write about this in my Tumblr blog. Tumblr went down the minute they stopped posting nude pics.
Yeah, they took off porn, and they're like, you know why? Because it was only held by these creepy weirdos. You know what fandoms are?
No.
Fandoms are people that are obsessed with anything. So, for example, you have people that are obsessed with Doctor Who, right? You have people that are obsessed with stupid shows, and they have fandoms. That is what was holding up Tumblr for a little bit, along with the copious amounts of pornography, which I didn't know that Tumblr had porn.
The best kind of porn too, bro.
That's weird as shit. I never knew that. But then you had it left on those fandom, right? The whole Tumblr, and they couldn't hold it up. So that shit was pretty terrible. Let me see.
That was a bad call on their end. Whoever decided to take the porn out was just fucking retarded.
The worst is someone who calls it dark arts. Yeah.
Shut up.
That's because what was it? My mom said I'm a white wizard. That's no, man. Danny's trying to promote the Pick Hate Magic Academy. That's funny. I only leave shitty comments on your videos to try to trick the algorithm for you. That and on the new Magic Orthodoxies contest video. See, that's fine. All right. I'm not saying, okay, I might have misspoken here. I'm not saying don't leave comments. I'm saying don't leave shitty comments. Don't leave shitty comments where you say that's a What are you looking for, comments?
No, I'm trying to fucking find who said that dark arts comment.
Nice top change, but me personally, I would probably have not done a pass in a situation where the camera is unblinking. I don't know. That would have been just if that would have been the comment, Daniel. I'm pretty sure I would have probably just jumped through the window. I would have had to just put cash in your hand. I can't. I'm sorry. I was angry. I just went to the window. This one is Danny drunk?
No, I'm not drinking much, dude.
Yeah,
I'm having too much anxiety. I don't know, man.
So who's this Hitler guy I keep hearing about? Seems like a dick to me. That's Norm Macdonald.
He died in peacefully in Brazil.
That was this conversation I was having with this individual the other day about Castro. Where it's like everybody like Castro left like a boss. Everyone's like, yeah, he's a shitty. He died and he deserved it. That dude died in his sleep.
That dude died
calmly
in a bed.
Mead.
In a bed full of minors, virgin pubic hairs, bro. The most comfortable dude. That guy. Let me tell you, that guy was a boss, bro. I mean, I'm not. Let me first of all, Castro's a piece of shit. Was a piece of shit.
Yeah, but everyone's like,
fuck, dude. America doesn't know where that guy's fucking money is to this day, son.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Wow, Jesus, fuck. Somewhere in
we've been sending Guantanamo Bay checks since whenever the fuck we got that deal with Guantanamo Bay with Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
Not once did he cash any of those fucking checks.
Ooh, so this guy's out there hoarding.
Smart that motherfucker was.
This guy's out here. We tried to murder him like a 1,000 times, didn't we? I think explosive cigars.
I don't think Castro was on our radar, dude.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
CIA tried to murder him like a bunch of times.
Maybe, dude, but Castro wasn't in our radar, dude.
Castro assassination, bro. They tried to, from my understanding, they tried to assassinate him like
once, and then they're like, fuck.
638 ways to kill Castro.
And not one of them worked.
638 ways to kill Castro, the Channel 4 documentary broadcasting in the United Kingdom. The film reveals multiple methods of assassinations from exploding cigars to femme fatales.
But who? By America?
Most often made by Cuban exiles who have been trained by the CIA shortly after Castro took power.
Yeah, I know. I mean, America wasn't like... Because what the fuck did we lose? I mean, I don't know.
Murdering him? That dude died sleeping, dog.
Yeah, bro. Actually, the funniest thing was Castro when he busted his ass that one time.
Yeah.
Bro, I laughed so hard that day.
He fell, but you know what? He got back fucking up.
Cuba had one of the best doctors in the world, bro.
Broken leg, and that guy stopped. He stopped. Well, because he was known for smoking cigars. My favorite thing is I was reading yesterday, fucking Kennedy, right before he did the embargo on Cuba, ordered 1,200 fucking Cuban cigars, and then did the embargo.
It's all political,
motherfucker.
Bro. All political.
You motherfucker.
Don't
you
fucking Eddie. Don't make me go Eddie Bravo on this shit.
What's this one? Daniel just said laying in a bed of minor pubes is boss.
Well, for Castro, not for me, bro.
That's that Sam Hyde thing that the Sam Hyde quote. We're watching a Sam Hyde TED Talk where he tricked a TED Talk person into doing a TED Talk as if he was like a Somalian immigrant. He's this. Every time there's a mass shooter, a bunch of people report Sam Hyde as the shooter.
That's the best.
And then some of the retarded news channels would actually say like, "Oh, we have confirmation that the shooter's name is Sam Hyde," and guaranteed a bunch of dudes in her mom's basement are like,
Mom, come check this out.
Is that on Univision? Is it on Univision?
Was it on Univision?
Yeah, it was one. El nombre es Sam Hyde. And then it's like, no, it's fucking not. And they have that one picture where it's holding the assault rifle. And it's just like
Sam Hyde is a fucking
he's the best.
genius.
But he said that joke. He said that joke of like they're gonna make something sexualizing minors. They're sexualizing minors, and even I have a problem with that. He said some shit like that.
Funny.
God, he's fucking funny. CIA tried to kill him a bunch of times in his court pop. Okay, so that's that topic. I think that we're good on magic virginity comments. If you're gonna leave a productive comment, make sure that it doesn't make you, all right, regress the art of magic. We're trying to promote the art. We're not trying to regress it. And comments like that are just the most cancer of comments. Now, one of the things that I was looking up here, about to rip a fat burp. Go to show notes. Because we haven't seen magic memes in a bit, right? And usually you're the one that look for them. You look for magic memes, and you're like,
actually, you're right. I haven't been. I mean, I like them and I comment on them, but I never like.
Yeah, you never say, "Hey, man, this would be funny on the show." But you, so can you go to the last one? Actually, no. Before that, let's go to cancel culture here. So you, Daniel, today tell me, dude. Have you heard what's going on with Rick and Morty, dude?
I'm not gonna acknowledge you until you use a better fucking voice.
Well, it doesn't matter, all right? Because that's what you said. You said, dude, have you heard what's going on with Rick and Morty, dude? I don't know I can't believe it, man. People want it canceled. And then you had this conviction where you were saying on how, dude, it's crazy because they're complaining about like the 9/11 jokes, dude. And they're saying like, dude, the 9/11 jokes and the Pearl Harbor jokes are too much, dude. I added a little bit of spick on your accent, by the way.
Bro. I'm done.
But then here's the thing. You're like, dude, I mean, it's a bunch of people, though. Dude, everyone is getting canceled every single day. Every time. If you look on Twitter on almost a daily basis, you're going to scroll down and it's going to say, blank is canceled party. Or blank is canceled. And it's somebody it said something mildly offensive. Or not even offensive. Somebody took it as offensive. And guess what? It spreads through fucking Twitter.
Pussy.
Okay? So you tell me that somebody left, somebody's angry. People are angry over 9/11 jokes.
And Pearl Harbor jokes.
Yeah. And this is a big deal to you. Why?
It's not a big deal. I just thought it was funny. Like, I thought it was like, holy shit, bro. I can't believe that out of all the Rick and Morty jokes, it's the 9/11 and Pearl Harbor jokes that are offending people.
Okay, you're right in that sense. But at the same time, to be surprised by people trying... I fucking hate that.
Actually. I mean, I kind of was just because... But I mean, hold on.
I just read xenophobia.
I kind of wanted you to read something.
I just read xenophobia, and then that already...
Could you read that?
Yeah. Anytime somebody says the words misogyny, xenophobia, I'm like, oh, okay, you already lost me.
The part that killed me was, here, read this. Read this whole little paragraph. Read this couple paragraphs here.
You want me to read this paragraph like I'm a fucking student? During a new episode of the series
spoilers, by the way. Hold on.
Spoilers,
because this is a spoiler.
Okay. During a new episode of the series called Pro Mortius, the characters Rick and Morty are seen... That's so gay, too. The characters Rick and Morty... Let me see who wrote this. I'm willing to bet it's some woman with like some purple highlights. Scroll up, see if she has her picture. No, right? Scroll down, maybe. Lois? No, not really. It's not worth it. Okay. But independent. Of course, it's gonna be independent. Like this is a fucking terrible. I don't even want to call it news. But during an episode called Pro Mortius, the characters Rick and Morty are seen flying towards two skyscrapers in a clear reference to the 2001 terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center. After swerving to avoid them, Rip's quipped, "Honestly, I'm proud of us for not." Totally. Would have been cheap, replies his sidekick Morty. Rick then says, "Pearl Harbor, on the other hand," before flying towards an alien harbor and bombing it. That's funny.
Right? Like,
that's pretty funny. Later in the episode, the characters banter about the incident when Beth, Rick's daughter, asking, "So you did a 9/11?" And Morty replies, "Almost did a 9/11. We went Pearl Harbor. We're pretty classy." That's funny as fuck.
Right?
That's funny as fuck.
And then the tweets are the worst ones, bro.
Yeah, you can't. I get every time I go through Twitter and I just read comments of people and I see the replies, I just get angry. But then I realize, dude, look at what George Carlin said. All right, I said this yesterday on the. I was doing a little bit of an AMA, right? A little bit of an AMA on the Magic subreddit here, and I mentioned this quote by George Carlin. That's pretty much indicative of our experience on this fucking planet, which is think of how stupid the average person is. Then realize half of them are stupider than that. So everyone's fucking retarded. So if you're
dude,
paying
everyone's
attention,
retarded, dude.
yeah, I know, but
like
it's
no one's smarter than anyone. Everyone, y'all stupid.
yeah, exactly. So if
Y'all
you're looking
stupid.
at Twitter comments, you're just feeling. Is Rick and Morty still doing 9/11 jokes? I didn't know there was a limit. People were doing 9/11 jokes in 9/12, and they were saying, you know what? If we make jokes about this motherfucker, it weakens what the fuck they were trying to do.
The people saying the jokes on 9/12 were the ones that probably caused it.
George, what is it? Gilbert Gottfried. He had a whole controversy because he made a joke about 9/11 at like 9/12, like at probably 9/11, same day.
Too soon.
Yeah, but at the same time, he was trying to prove the fact that it's like if we make jokes, if we're able to still make jokes, that shows our strength over
100%.
They're trying for us not to fucking be able to laugh.
Dude, South Park 9/11 jokes are great. Family Guy, South Park.
Every joke,
dude.
No joke. Man. All right, no joke should be. Yeah, but again, people are trying to just they're trying to control speech here. That's what this seems like to me.
And seems like a bunch of commie talk to me.
But what's it? That's funny. But what? Okay, so let's scroll.
That's all I wanted you to read. But like, that's the part to me that I was like, dude, I can't believe that this is a thing, dude.
Everything's getting canceled,
man.
Constantly. People are always getting offended. And yeah, I understand. It's a tragedy. You can't downplay the fact that it's a tragedy. You can't laugh at people that had their lives affected by this shit. But at the same time, if we either police words or we police jokes, where's that going to lead to? That's going to lead to actual fascism. That's literally what that is.
That's why they say stand-up comedy is the last form of free speech. If you lose stand-up comedy, you've lost freedom of speech.
Well, if you control stand-up comedy, if you control comedy in any sense, if you control speech, you're controlling speech at that point. But again, I think that we should be able to joke about anything. And we're not downplaying its effect on the nation and effect on the world. But at the same time, you're to tell somebody that you can't say something I think that's anti what we're 100%. Trying to represent as 100%. A country. I'm smarter than anyone. That's funny. Could you imagine if Twitter was a thing when Kramer had his tirade? You remember that?
Yeah.
You.
N-word.
And then afterwards, what I like too is that he's like, hey, words, guys. Words are so difficult. It's like you have people standing up.
No,
like,
bro.
You're offended. But what I love too is he went on David Letterman and he's like, I'm very saddened and apologetic about this thing, and people were laughing because everything he says is funny, and it's like I hear people laughing in the studio and this isn't funny. I'm like, it was pretty funny.
I mean, come on, dude.
That was pretty funny.
But I will say this. How many? First of all, let's break down the jokes for a minute here. Okay, as a human being, how many times have you said something inappropriate?
Every day.
Okay.
Every day.
And I'm sure all of us have done this. Okay. So for you to be offended when someone says it, look, don't get me, it's not correct what he said. No way should you insult anyone the way he did, or for anyone that matters.
You're talking about Michael Richards.
Huh?
You're talking about Kramer.
Anyone, okay. Right? But you should also understand that if a man apologizes for what they said, you should accept an apology. Like people should forgive.
Well, it was a bad joke, I think, to begin with.
No, horrible joke. I mean,
joke.
Whether it's a joke or not, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, we're all going to say something at one point that's going to offend somebody. Hey, bro, I'm sorry, dude. And move on.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Also, it's subjective. So anything could be offensive. I could be offended by a white fucking... I could be offended by this and say, there's a lot of white here and very little black, which is, by the way, something that people complain about. Why is there a lot of...
You're supposed to hide it to the end of the show.
I'm supposed to hide this,
and then at the end of the show, you're supposed to.
So the same thing that's right there.
Well, they don't know that. They don't know that. Dude, I put a lot of thought into this, bro.
Okay. Well, more Americans people are making COVID-19 jokes, and it killed way more people than 9/11. But yeah, at the same time, I don't think we should be restricted by any sort of humor or any sort of joke or any sort of type of speech. But at the same time,
it. I mean, I also think
I don't think it's about if you can't take it, then just turn it off. It's if you are trying to police that, again, where does that end?
Yeah, true.
Where does that end? So there's no limitation of that. And if you police one thing, then it's going to be another. But unfortunately, even though there's no official means of policing this, there's a very unofficial means, and that's having a group of offended people, which are now easier to garner and easier to get because of things like Twitter, things like Facebook, things like fucking Instagram.
Like pussies.
But at the same time, before technology and all this shit, these people were just separate loud voices within their little circles. Now you can have all these fucking people yelling at the same time.
The Miami chapter, the Florida chapter,
That's
the
funny.
America chapter
That's
of
accurate.
fucking pussies.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
That's accurate. But at the same time, you see that now in fucking Twitter. Literally, all these heads are coming together, and it's a sea of Karens. That's what it is. It's a sea of Karens just coming in and saying, "Man, this is offensive." But I want to see another tweet. I want to see another tweet in the that people were saying. And another thing that Twitter does, by the way, I don't know if you've seen this if you're on Twitter, but Twitter uses
I'm not on the Twitter.
They have one phrase. They have one phrase that they repeat every time they're trying to push a narrative. Every time they push a narrative, they have one phrase, and that's blank sparks conversation about blank. They use that exact wording. Blank sparks conversation about blank. And when you look at the actual posting, it's 3 people talking. But it's enough to be on a Twitter front page. Why is that?
I also think Twitter has their own agenda.
Exactly. But everyone does. Everyone does.
I'm
and
not
at the
going
same
to get
time,
any Bravo because it's not Wednesday.
But I'm saying everyone does, but at the same time, you have a little bit more strength because you're actually on the platform or you're in charge of the platform. So you're in control as to what they see.
I also see here. So here's this crazy thing, right? Where I look at Twitter on one way. I look at Twitter and I'm like, yo, Twitter was there for revolutions. Twitter was there for what? Not the Venezuelan. What was that? Fuck, dude.
I know what you're talking about. I almost pulled a Daniel right now that I was paying attention to the tweet and I was going to be like, yeah, revolution.
No, but but I can't remember right now what it was, but it was this whole thing going on back. It has to be either the Middle East or one of these like very polished countries where people were helping out people through Twitter by giving them like information on how to build Twitter radios. Like it was this whole thing going on that the government was oppressing their people.
Okay.
And they were using Twitter to communicate what was going on with the world.
Okay.
And then people were now retweeting to them, showing them how to make two-way radios or giving them live updates on what's going on. Like Twitter was used as a tool in situations that changed how governments suppress their people.
Okay, so you're saying that it's
it was a beautiful tool.
But
the problem with it now that it has its own agenda. It almost seems like it has an agenda of,
But yeah, again,
you know what I mean? Like,
to my point, everything.
Oh yeah, these are the rules.
Yeah.
These are our rules now in which you have to play, which is kind of fucked up because Twitter I mean, don't get me wrong, Twitter has a responsibility too to I'm gonna murder you or like there's certain things that Twitter should protect, and I agree, but you can't be the police of freedom of speech.
Ultimately, they can because it's their platform. Unfortunately.
Well, no, I agree, but what I'm saying is
you give that right up the moment you use your platform. Unfortunately, you give that up. But unfortunately, what it is, it's you have a massive platform. You have people that run it that have an agenda, and they try to push that agenda through their platform that the mass use. There's no way to control that other than not using the actual platform. But unfortunately, you can if you're trying to market. If you're trying to do anything with social media, you can. You have to use it almost. So it's really a double-edged sword in that sense. But I like in this comment. Can you go back to the video here? Can you go back to the page here? Scroll down. So you have people that are offended at 9/11 jokes, and what I love is that there's different levels of offendedness, for lack of a better term. So this person says, Rick and Morty, everybody's reacting to the 9/11 jokes. Personally, I was fine with it. So you're okay with one type of joke that offends a group of people, but then you're not okay when it says, ask the Saudis, adding fuel to the xenophobia of Islam in the Middle East when they could have easily made a George Bush or U.S. government joke. That's the most retarded comment.
Yeah, make fun of other countries. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, let's make fun of but
I'm being a piece of shit.
So what do the levels of offensiveness change because you happen not to be offended by this one, but either everything is allowed or nothing is allowed. But if nothing is allowed, then guess what? You have the fascism that you are trying to fight against. So there you go on Rick and Morty.
No, I mean, but it's shitty though, bro, because. But I think that's humans, right?
Well, that's that's technology. But
it's also shitty humans who like when it's okay for us to make fun of fucking Toyotas, but you make fun of a Volkswagen, I get offended, kind of a thing.
That's
fine.
What I mean? That's so specific to like fucking vehicles.
Yeah, but that's how I can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, dude, stop being a pussy.
Well, okay. I mean, that's one way to summarize that. So the next one is magic memes. Actually, no. Let me look at the comments here and see if anything. Because again, I'm a man of the
There's a lot of bangers in there, bro.
Being offended by comments.
is not going to read the comments.
Okay, you're again doing a callback to a joke from 3 years. You remember that, but you don't remember like important things or things that would be otherwise important in this little stupid
what's
universe.
Important?
Like I don't know. Like
Magic Jack.
The other day I said something. Yeah, Magic Jack. As a matter of fact,
because it's irrelevant.
Okay, but here's the thing.
He's a good-looking guy.
I brought him up.
Yeah.
And you're like, who's that? Like the guy that you spent like 2 hours arguing with me about. You don't remember that. But then you remember a dumb bit from like 3 weeks ago, you fuck.
That dumb bit was a banger, bro.
Tony says being offended by comedy is like a tax you pay against the income you receive from what makes you laugh. That's funny. God damn it. Fuck. I don't know if you subliminal messaging is working. 25 watching, 11 likes. That's funny. Oh, okay. Because
now we got 13 likes.
Because you're doing a little bit, just 14 likes. Well, more Americans, too much white ink. That's funny.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was from before. Danny put 4K's worth of brakes on a 1.8 liter Jetta.
Sports Jetta, bro.
Okay. What about videos on thumb tips? I think I did a video on a thumb tip. I think it was called The World's Greatest Gimmick. And I did a little bit of a video on hot thumb tips.
Does your thumb tip match the color of your skin?
Not super. But yeah, they do sell black thumb tips. I looked this up. They sell black thumb tips. They sell a little bit more Asian thumb tips. They sell a little bit more
what
whiter.
What color is Asian?
A little bit yellow. It's fucking racist. They had a yellow, black, and white one that they sold
like
in
a
a 3-pack.
legit black instead of like a dark,
like black and then like white.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's very racist. Let's see. People have the right to get offended and say their opinion, but if they try to force their opinion, that's when they should stop. Yeah, agreed. Definitely. So magic memes, right?
Yeah.
The last one there. So D.
I'll start fucking.
Is the one that got me back on this.
Memes from now. I totally forgot about doing that.
That's good. This one is one left by Bill Goldberg, and this is the one that got me.
This was a fucking banger. I saw this one.
Got me remembering about memes and how magic memes are either great or cancerous. This is
and this that shirt, bro, it's so good.
Yeah, this is you fucking asshole. Are they seeing this?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, so show this one. Yeah, so this is a little bit of a meme. The life of the world's shortest man, and of course you got a little bit of my face there, right? A little bit of my face photoshopped on the world's smallest man.
Let me tell you, that is fantastic, bro.
Yeah, that's really well done.
Who did this fucking
Bill Goldberg, man. Bill Goldberg out here. He's beating Undertaker in Saudi Arabia. No, he lost. Did he lose? Yeah, I don't fucking remember. Bill Goldberg out here fucking making people get concussions and also dropping fantastic photoshops. So this one is a little bit of a meme. Again, this got me thinking, wow, man, I haven't seen magic memes in a while. So I thought live today we should just look at magic memes. I haven't seen these before. We're going to go through the main meme channels, meme magic channels, and see what they have and what they've been posting and see if there's anything that's good. What would you rate this one?
This is a banger. Not only that, but it's like the layers of it, right? My eyes are beautiful and expensive. The comment in there?
I guess, yeah, but I don't think that's
a thing, bro.
That's just a thumbnail. That's not anything that he added. Okay. In terms of the layers that he did, all he did was put my face on that dude's fucking head.
That shirt's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
a banger, bro.
But okay, magic meme. This isn't a magic meme.
It's not. Whoa! Anything that they put you on is technically a magic meme.
That's the worst thing.
You can put one with you smoking a cigar, and it's still considered a magic meme.
That's the worst. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in a world. We have 100 out of 10. See, that's a good one. How does Bill get Banachek to like his post? That's terrible. When Banachek is like one of the best mentalists in the world, and he liked this fucking post. Motherfucker. That's funny. Yeah, 100 out of 10, Daniel.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How much do you give that? 3 out of 27. That's a good one, right? Yeah. 3 out of 27. Let's do the math.
Yeah.
What is 3 out of 27 mathematically?
I don't know, bro. You're the one that went to college.
I did.
Tell me, college boy.
Oh, like I love. You know what I love? And this is one of the things that I think you were telling me because. Okay, so just in context, you told me during one of the episodes that you were on First 48.
Yeah.
And I've spent the past 3 days looking at every single episode of First 48 in Miami, looking for your dumbass.
Yeah.
And you were telling me about your experience working at the police station and all that, and how they'll shame you.
I was there.
They'll shame you for shit that's like dumb. So what I love is when you get to the point where you're shaming someone, it's like, oh, look at Mr. Richie Rich here with all that money. He pulled in on a port. Like they'll shame you for being rich.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, oh man.
Actually, there was a guy in the police station who he bought a Ferrari or a Lambo.
They're like, oh,
right. Drove it into work, right? And immediately got investigated.
Wow. Okay.
They're like, oh, really? Nice car. Come into internal affairs for a minute.
Okay, but that's like, I guess, work. That's like a work related issue. I'm talking about like people that would shame you for something. Oh, look at Mr. Dick here. You got an 8-inch dick over here, boy. Hey guys, look at this. Look at that. Hey, look at you.
Look at this beefcake.
Look at you with the big dick, and they'll shame you for something that's like anywhere else. It would be great. You have a lot of money. People shame you on that.
Yeah.
I just love humans. What point we've gone to that shit like that will shame you for anything.
Yeah, bro.
We'll
think
shame
the
for
Hispanic
success.
Well, I mean, is that something that you saw in
You
on the
went
show?
to college.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah,
Oh.
you went to
Okay,
college
boy.
So I just find that funny. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you got an education, which, by the way, now at this point is pointless. Like, I shouldn't have. In hindsight,
I still haven't dropped the 130, but I'm looking for the right time to do the 130.
what are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. Keep going. Keep going.
With my mom?
Yeah. Keep
With 8 mouths to feed,
okay,
you
bro.
motherfucker. The
It's okay, bro.
implication here.
going.
The joke is, my mom at some point was making $130 a year.
This guy.
She was making $130 a year, but at the same time, she had 6 people that she was supporting. Daniel.
Uh-huh.
You fuck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The dumbest jokes. Wasn't Pig a math teacher too? No, if you relied on me to teach math, that is the fucking equivalent of relying on one of those people that piloted the planes in 9/11 for good airline. Good I guess good air advice. I'm really retarded. Can you actually play Banachek on Rogan so everybody could see? Well, I mean, we mentioned that before. Banachek on Rogan, and Rogan was like,
this guy?
yeah, and then Rogan was like, just like, yeah, but
I pay attention.
Okay, there you go. So this meme, I would say, is like a magic meme.
That's a 10 out of 10, bro.
4 out of
Anything
10.
less than that, I'm turning off the show right now.
4 out of 10 for a magic meme.
Oh my God.
As a person meme, I would say this is not a meme. I mean, there's not like by definition a meme. But just because I'm in it, I would say 8 out of 10. Just because I'm in it and I'm vain. But let's go to the other magic meme accounts. So you have, I think the first 3 are, we have Magician Meme, Magicians Only Meme, and we have, I think, I don't know if it's Magicians Roasted. But we have a couple here. I don't know if they could see this now. They can, right? So this one, click on this Greg Rostami one. So this guy says, Greg Rostami, when he sees a new magic app. I play a little game every time I drink a shot of tequila for every day between a new app launching and Greg Rostami adding it to Inject 2.0. He's so quick, his games never got me wasted. Chrono Force is a new. Watch this space to see how fast it's added to Inject. So, okay, that's funny.
That's a 0 out of 0.
Yeah, well, this is because it's very, very contextual, right? It's very based on context. So I wouldn't say that this is more funny, but he's making a point with the meme format. What is funny though is I want to see that. I want to see how fast that's implemented into Inject, just based on that. Magician Roasted and Solid. Yeah, Magic Roasted is pretty solid when it comes to his bits. But I wouldn't say that is it like a meme? Like he just does the same thing but without the meme format.
Yeah.
Like he'll just post his opinion in picture form. So this one I would say is 0 out of 10. Right? 0 out of 10 for this particular meme. This
was hilarious.
She's kind of thick. She's very thick. Would you let a thick girl like that kiss you in that way and take a picture if it means that she's probably gonna ride the shit out of your penis? Like, would you allow yourself to be in this picture if it meant having sexual relations with that female? Yeah?
Absolutely. For fucking vagina?
Okay, and that vagina, which is like
any vagina.
Just from the back. Man, that is tremendous. So follow me on TikTok, said the felon to his 5,000 13-year-old followers.
Gross.
I don't know who he's talking about here. But you have magicians over 25 with a TikTok account.
I saw a better one than this.
This is 0 out of 10, man.
Yeah.
When you want to stack watch, but you broke as fuck.
That's actually a good one.
Okay, in terms of context, that's pretty funny. That's good. What I think, is that a real crib? That's like a real thing, though, I think.
I mean, it could be.
That's like a real product that I think somebody had that they actually put on the back of a... Why wouldn't it be like a fucking square, though?
Well, it kind of looks like on the back of the card, it almost looks like, what do you call it, a paperclip. A modified paperclip. Yeah,
kind of like a protractor shape, but that's kind of funny. Magic Roasted is king. Yeah, Magic Roasted. I don't know if he's on a list of ones, but we'll check him out after. This one, what would you say? This one's like a 4 out of 10.
Well, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 for creativity.
Okay, because it's contextual based on the stack watch drama, and
Yeah.
everyone's saying, "Oh, hey, move the watch."
And it's right on time. It came at the right time.
Okay, so that's a good pun that you didn't realize you used. Mark safe from performing Desperate Zoom show today. Yeah, okay. You know what? Hold up. Go to. I hate to make you do this, but go to Magic Roasted page because I saw something today. He's not there. He's not on the list. You're gonna have to look for him. You're gonna have to put Roasted Magician. There you go. There you go. You got it. First one. Okay. So check his story out. I can't believe this is real. There you go. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if you could hold on to that, right? No, you can't.
There you go.
Okay. Win tickets to a virtual magic show giveaway. Live stream to your screen. So they're doing a giveaway for a virtual magic show for how many tickets? Okay, I thought it said 2 tickets. That would have been way worse. If it was like win 2 tickets to a fucking virtual magic show. What the fuck are they thinking?
I don't even know what this is. Like I'm like I didn't get this in the
Look at
beginning.
the post. The post says win tickets to a virtual magic show giveaway. Right? So win tickets to a virtual magic show giveaway. So they're doing a giveaway to a ticket to a virtual magic show. Okay. That I imagine you could be a part of through Zoom or whatever fucking app or whatever app they have there. Dope?
Yeah, it's not cool.
How is this a thing?
But this is not. But a lot of people are doing this.
Yeah, but when like you're doing a giveaway for tickets, okay, it does say it said tickets. So you get more than 1 tickets to a virtual magic show. What the fuck does that even mean, Daniel?
I mean, I get it.
You're gonna sign up for a giveaway, and I'm gonna give you virtual tickets. To a magic show.
I mean, is the word tickets the one that's the trigger? I don't get it. I mean, I think that's pretty cool.
I don't know. I saw this and I'm like, I can't believe they're fucking doing a giveaway.
Hang out with Raven and watch Raven do magic, bro.
Who I thought was 42 years old, and it turns out she's younger than me. She's kind of attractive though. She's attractive, I would say, but at the same time, she's attractive in a milfy way.
Yeah,
like a milf.
Without being a milf.
Without being a milf, she's younger than me, I think.
Yeah, she is.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay.
By like 13 years.
No, that's
not that old. Is that what I did there?
Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I just saw this on Magic Roasted, and I wanted to.
The tickets are $8.
They're $8.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe it's that I'm not used to. I'm old school here.
Should we? I mean, damn. What? I kind of want to watch. $8 isn't. I'll drop $8 and watch.
You'll drop $8 and watch what?
Whatever Raven's gonna do.
A virtual magic show.
Yeah.
Okay. This is how I know that you.
Like, whoa.
You would definitely have an OnlyFans account where you would pay women money.
I'm too broke for that shit.
I feel like you would though.
If I had the money, I would.
Okay.
Like,
there you go.
I'll be real. If I had the money, the scummiest shit that I would pay for, bro.
You're fucking gross. Okay.
Yeah.
So go back to I guess you said that you saw a good meme. No, on the previous one. Not back. You could go back to the other one. You could go back to the other one.
Free Joe Dirt.
I want to see what the meme that you saw is. I want to see what that means.
I don't remember where it was.
So, okay. So you see what I mean? Like when it comes to something that was directly, I guess, relevant to what we're doing, it makes sense, but then you'll forget it. This was in the page. It was the other page.
I thought we're moving on.
Okay. All right. See, in the other one, you said, hey, man, I saw one of the memes.
No. What I was referring to, the meme of the chick holding up the dude. I saw a funnier one somewhere else.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just got distracted by your butt. I couldn't even think of the actual meme.
What?
What did the meme say, though?
Did he say, but... Why are you looking at my butt? We can go back to it.
Yeah, because I realized that I wasn't even paying attention to...
there was a meme there?
Yeah, I just saw all ass. All what looks like to be a Mexican woman. Magicians over 25 on TikTok. Okay, so that's... Yeah. How does that make sense?
Because I guess she's a minor?
Okay, this is another thing that offends me, Daniel, and that's bad jokes, right? Bad jokes offend me. So what's the You have a picture where it's like... The point of this, a good meme would be men that drink White Claw, right?
What's wrong with that?
Well,
that's the one that it was. That's the one that it was.
Okay, but you see that?
There you
that
go.
Would make sense.
Yeah, that was funny.
Because like men that drink White Claw, this is how they make out with their girl.
That's funny.
Right? That's funny. Magicians over 25 with TikTok account. So the assumption based on his caption is what? That you're a pedo.
Is that how chicks make out with you, bro?
No, bro. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm short enough. I'm short enough. So if I find the right Amazon,
well, bitch, pretty soon, right?
You're gonna pick me up.
I'm trying to hook you up, bro.
I'm afraid of that. I wouldn't want to get hooked up with anything that you're associated with. So I don't know about that, Daniel. You are, first of all, you're gross, and
Yeah, yeah, I'm gross.
okay, thank you.
I'll admit it. Now.
So, but you see what I mean though about this meme? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I think the joke is that the chick picking him up is a minor.
Yeah, but that's not implied by the picture. The picture is the guy's a bitch and he's getting made out with in a way that's not traditional. So you would say that this guy's not manly.
Are you a traditional man?
Yeah, I would say.
Ooh, look
okay,
at you,
all right.
bro.
Okay, so let's move on here because Danny's always thinking of minors. So hold up, Piggy. The tickets are $8.
Can't prove it.
The magician, who's a girl, rented a fucking production team and a full 1,000-seat theater. What? No way. Are you talking about Raven that she did that? Piggy's saving his money for a virtual show of shirtless men in spandex dancing in a ring just to hold a leg up for 3 seconds. For a second, I didn't understand what you were going for, and then I went, "Oh, wrestling." Talking about wrestling. Okay, so these.
I love how yesterday, by the way, you threw in a wrestling thing on there
on the AMA.
Yeah,
yeah, because wrestling and magic are tied. They're tied. They're both carny.
They're both acting.
Well, yeah,
great acting.
But they both They both have origin in carnival stuff. So like, it's almost the same shit. So go up. Whose account is this? We're looking at magician only.
Magician only memes.
Okay.
Those guys are so terrified of you, bro.
No, we're cool.
Now
me and him, we're cool. We're not terrified of me, man. They're very they don't like me. They don't like Magistry, like that guy that left a comment. It's not that they're scared. They don't like me because I said that most of the memes are god awful. And they're like, dude, we're just having fun. And I'm like, yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having fun too. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Everyone's having fun.
Okay, so when they guess the method, when they guess the method correctly, but you try to prove why you couldn't have done it that way. Ah, yes, the negotiator.
What do I feel like this is a magic? They should have just tagged like Magic Jack on this.
What the? Oh yeah, because he's like, I love it when people think they know what's going on, but they don't really. Dude, he just told you exactly what you did.
Tag is on his post, guys. We want him on the show.
Okay, so what would you say this one is?
Horrible.
Try to guess the method. When they try to guess the method correctly, but you try to prove you couldn't have done it that way.
What's the negotiator mean?
So this meme, right, is when anytime somebody's trying to bargain with someone. So anytime somebody's trying to like, no, but the thing is, so what he's saying is that he's calling magicians that do this negotiators. 2 out of 10.
I didn't get it, bro.
I've seen better work from magicians only memes. Okay, I've seen definitely better work. 2 out of 10. This one shits as RB. 2 out of 10. This one is worldwide. Anyone?
Yeah, those are the new Japans are coming out.
Dot playing cards.
SpongeBob edition. That's pretty funny.
Okay, but what's the purpose of the queen being there?
I'm guessing that was like a billboard that you just put that on there.
Oh, I'm trying to be nice because he follows me and he sends me nice messages. I'm trying to be nice. It's like, dude, hey man, it's all.
You're so red right now. Huh? You're so red right now.
Yeah, because I'm literally dying.
We can skip it. Huh? That's a 2 out of 10. For me, that's a 10 out of 10. That's a 10 out of 10.
Keep going, man. We're gonna do this until we find a good one. Cardist fingers when starting. Cardist fingers after a year of practice.
We're gonna keep going. We're keeping it going.
Every 8-year-old after I show them a card trick, is it possible to learn that power? Okay.
Redemption?
Not, for the absolute abos that
What's
just
abos?
It's funny. I called that to a friend of mine the other day. I said, I made some really rude comment about abos. Abos short for abortion. And she's like, what'd you just say? I said, abo. She died because I casually called an abo. So after the previous 2 9/11s, you have to have the equivalent of Kobe Bryant. No, Kobe Bryant coming back.
Relax, bro.
Coming back. Like Kobe Bryant just comes back from the sky holding 2 basketballs. That's what you need to have.
Too soon, bro.
That's what you need to have in order to redeem yourself from the previous 2 9/11s that you just had as the previous 2 memes. This, I would say, is the equivalent of Shaquille O'Neal eating a hot chip, right? Like, it's funny, right? And it's great, and we need that. We need more.
You could have said next, bro.
We need more of Shaquille O'Neal eating hot chips. So This
This next.
6, 5 to
This
6,
is being nice.
5 out of 10. When you're going to play cards and your friend whips out a good USPCC deck, huzzah, a man of quality.
That's a good one.
This is worse than the first one.
This
New trick. Who wanna see? I do. Choose me. Magic is a waste of time.
That's like a real life pig cake conversation.
Okay, got a different account. What's the other account that I linked? Oh,
That's your boy, guys. That's your boy's pig cake saying what's up.
Oh man.
You don't want to check roasted?
Well, yeah, I guess. I wanna.
Did you see the new Jerry Nuggets, by the way?
the pink ones? The pig cake colored.
The pink. There's yellows, grays. and
Yeah, I
forgot
want
what
a
the
little
other
bit
one
of
is.
that residual. Yeah, no, I saw them. They looked up.
Oh wow.
Okay, so
Now we'll go to
Magistry memes. This is a guy that hates me.
this guy.
Yeah, this guy I think doesn't like me. I think we had a back and forth.
Ooh, let's talk shit about him then.
No, I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna judge him based on the merit of his memes. Rules change. Just checked in the end. The KO system won a poll. Okay, so that's just a little poll. Let's scroll down. 52 meme contest. Okay, so right here is the first meme. Can they see this?
Yes.
Okay, when your friend throws a card and you catch it in a spring, Odin is with us. I'm getting acid reflux.
We're gonna go next. We're gonna go next.
There's a cascade that one card. Hey, hey. We've been using these cards for more than 2 years. They feel disgusting and we need new ones. My family. Wow, congrats. I don't give a fuck. Better? Better, right? Yeah, there's up.
Are you asking me?
We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere here.
Oh, whoops,
No, you skipped it. It's fine. Let's treat it like the guy from the World Health Organization.
No.
When the heckler explains that it isn't real magic, but just a trick. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Click on Jack of Dime memes. Click on Jack of Dime memes. Let's see. That's how, by the way, that's how bad it was going. Then I'm like, click on a different account. Ideas for impossible magic tricks. Fill in your impossible trick. Bottom dealing the top card. Australians. Pathetic. Does that make sense?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going on.
This is the worst segment, I think. I'm like, hey man, it'd be funny. Let's just look at magic.
So what happens when you choose
What was the previous
memes?
one? No, I chose the accounts, Daniel. I'm choosing the accounts based on the merit.
Oh my god, what
Okay, so hold on.
this one's kind of like me though.
Only one more deck. Me. Okay. All right. Okay, that's funny. Right?
I mean, that's it's not that it's funny, but I feel like this is me when it comes to playing cards.
Okay, but contextually makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially based on
Yeah, because she's an alcoholic
well, she only one more deck
and she's a woman.
and she's drinking a lot, so she's gonna buy more decks. Good job. All right, we're going somewhere. Okay, let's check out the next one. I want to fucking find the nearest. I hope that I find something good to warrant this fucking segment because I'm dying here. What's this? No. I guess it's not just for no. It's too busy. Move. Next one. I won't touch your cards. Also, the spectator.
That's funny. That's a good one because I would fucking lose my shit.
Okay, good chuckle, right?
Good chuckle.
When a spectator says it's not real magic, there's a trick behind that. My goodness, what an idea. Why didn't I think of that? Okay. All right. Redeeming himself a little bit. Not hysterical, but humorous. Right? Humorous. And now we have a bunch of stories of people about dumbest spectators. Magician shows 3 face down cards. Where's the queen?
You see it's right here. Right here. That's a good one.
Did you just tell me where the fucking card was?
Yeah. I don't know if you saw it.
I'm done with this segment. We have a voicemail, by the way. We have voicemails if you guys want to leave one for the show. I don't know if we got one during the show, but there's a link in the description below where you guys can leave a voicemail that we'll listen to live on the show and we'll answer to it, which seems like a better thing to do than looking at magic memes. I thought, we should look at magic memes. Some of them are funny. Did you look at Magic Roasted? Magic Roasted is somebody that I would like his memes.
I mean, I had it on there. It's
Okay.
open.
Go to it. Go to it. He is the epitome of that. But we do have a voicemail link if you want to check that out and leave a voicemail that we'll respond to. But meanwhile, usually I would consider jokes by this individual as what Magic memes should be.
Okay.
Okay. Now I've gotten some flack from the Magic meme community because they're like, you only like memes that involve you. Yeah. So this guy specifically doesn't necessarily do that. He memes everybody. He memes Illusionist, Turner. He hasn't memed me though. I'm waiting on a
tag is on his page, guys.
Magician Roasted meme. Yeah, no, but he'll probably like, I don't know. He'll have something that I wouldn't necessarily. I'll be offended at something that he'll probably leave. So nah, bro. The guy with the cowboy hat goes on top. Look at that Heath Ledger. And that's not good. That's not a good meme. God damn it, Magic Roasted. I'm here defending you. I like the meme, by the way. I fucking like the meme, and he even did this. So this one was good, okay? And I'll tell you why. He posted a picture, a fake Facebook post of Michael Amar, who's like, one of the best magicians that's alive.
All time.
No, he really is. And he posted a thing, and he said, pretty much saying, hey guys, working on pretty much something to the effect of, check this out in my new DVD called Too Easy to Master Tokyo Drift. Right, and people thought that it was real enough to the point where we had to delete the actual post. So this is a reference to that and how retarded people are. That they're like, is Michael Amar really doing this? Because it was something like it was something borderline offensive.
Who the fuck does a DVD in 2020?
Well, that was because Michael Amar is known for his DVDs, like his VHS.
Even in 2020.
Well, I mean, I imagine that he still probably sells those.
Jesus.
But yeah, so that was a good one. That was a good one, and I like that. RBS Bad Photoshops like this one, and it's time for another new color, Jerry's Nuggets V17, and the cow's
that yellow.
I like that.
Are you gonna? I'll cop them for you, dude.
Because I'm not gonna. Why would I?
I got you, bro.
All the cards that I have
love cards.
Are in a box that I don't even open. Chris Power going through silks. Given fucking simpletons like Slightly Obsessed are sharing Power Chris's content. I wanted to grace you nerds with this glorious trick. Okay, so he's making some sort of point about we're not gonna see the whole thing, Daniel. No. I'm not gonna watch a magician do a coin through silk trick. I'd rather get audited. The fuck? Yeah, this is some personal beef. This isn't anything of a meme. This is personal beef. What are you? You're interested in a trick, aren't you?
I want to see the trick,
okay.
Bro. Right. Whatever, bro. I'll keep it going.
Wait, what is?
You want a coin?
I have a coin. Right? No. You have a coin. All right. Do this. I'm kidding. That was a joke. You get a coin, right? You get a coin. Put it in the hand. Motherfucker. Haven't done this in forever. And then the coin goes through the thing. It goes through the thing, and there isn't a hole, right?
That's magic, dude.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
What it is. Nice false transfer. And good. I don't even know what I did, but yeah, that's not a good one because he has personal beef with that. So I imagine that's probably that. Magic meme community, you fucking saw it, Daniel. Fuck's sake, that's why you have a co-host, but you got Daniel. That's funny. I like that. Let's just say it's funny so we can move on from this segment. Nice Goshman pinch there. Okay, so yeah, these aren't necessarily good. I'm kind of upset.
Yeah, you should have told me. I would have prepared for this.
Okay, but here's the thing. I remember you're like, dude, I should look up some memes that get you like upset, and then it'll be funny on the show. And then you day of, I forgot. You know, it'd be a funny segment if you react.
I forget memes. A lot of things.
I know. Yeah. You know why? Because of this right here.
Don't blame that, bro.
This right here, you pot
That's
advocate.
That's the reason why.
What's the hat that you're wearing right now?
It was dispensary that we invested in. It got bought.
Okay, yeah.
It's not that company though.
I know, but you are because you also told me the other day that you used to be involved in the weed promotion side of things. Like you would advocate for weed rights.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure.
You're an advocate of weed rights.
We used to go to all the town hall meetings. We did it in Dade, Broward, Jacksonville, and shit. Hell yeah.
If I were to look at you and guess what you did for a living, I would say you work at a head shop.
Oh, that's my dream job. I want to fucking...
I think owning a head shop, not working at one, or owning a successful one.
I would obviously own it.
Yeah, like, hey, man, that's my dream, working at a head shop.
That fucking bong right there, bro.
Oh my goodness! And you also have a very extensive collection of very expensive bongs, which I just found pretty funny. Let me look through these, but I think that's I think we got some good show here. Unless one of these comments happens to be magnanimous, I would say that this is pretty tremendous. I'm
What happened
gonna
to
get.
the voicemail?
I don't think we got any.
Oh.
I'm gonna get wrinkles from the cringe. Okay, they're all shit. As an Australian, I don't get it. That's funny. One of the things said Australian, and I would think maybe an Australian would understand this joke.
Hey, Australia.
You shouldn't ever do that. I think you should look at the Magic Cafe comments. There is a show right there, but it depends on the actual thread itself. Because the Magic Cafe, I've gone on there like specifically looking for things to make videos on, and sometimes I just see like shit that's not worth it. I'm like, whatever. They're complaining. What's new? You know?
That DL, bro. Work on that DL, bro.
But funny enough, I was gonna do a video. I was gonna do an entire video on the, and I still probably am on the Ben Earl thing.
What's up, Ben Earl?
Ben Earl's the guy we saw first. So the guy doing the trick, and then they're like, nice top change. So I'm gonna do a whole video on Big Cake based on that and the virginity of that. So I think that's gonna be the next one, maybe the next video. I've also found these previous two videos have I've gotten people that aren't familiar with the channel watching him, which is kind of interesting. What are you doing?
Keep going, bro.
Yeah, but what do you? I would like for you to inform me as to what you're doing in the background here. Pig cake. Oh, you're showing the channel. Okay, there you go. Look at this: 51.6 thousand subscribers, 749 videos.
Jesus, bro.
The amount of virginity that I have is palpable. I could taste it. I could taste the virginity there. Yeah, but let's scroll down. Look at this. What I like too is if you look at the truth about demon magic. Look at that. Yeah, that's the fucking 100. I still get like.
Damn, I remember that house.
That video gets 200 views every week from crazy motherfuckers.
Wow.
That video that I posted. Look at the date. 2017. 2017 that I posted that shit. That's pretty ridiculous. He's a magician too. Maybe a ham radio with moist critical. I don't know who that is.
Agus.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you want to tag, I guess. But if he even wants to go on this. I don't know who that is. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think we're done for this particular one. So thank you guys for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. I've been told by my producer to hold this up because this is apparently funny. Let me ask you, Daniel, what about me holding this up is funny to you?
Say your goodbyes, bro.
Thank you guys for joining. We're here every single Wednesday, unfortunately, and some Saturdays. So make sure to hit the notification bell icon so you know when we're going to be live. So I really do appreciate you guys. And make sure to always give quarters to homeless crackheads.
Wrong button. Hold on.
Okay, this is the producer.
Hold on.